What is going on, faithful? My name is John Chapman with the 49ers Rush podcast. And I'm so excited to be with you guys today in the Supporters Club. I want to say thank you to the 49ers. Thank you to Nick Clark. Thank you to Amber, to the entire team over at Fan Engagement. They are crushing it. And with this new kind of broadcast series that's going on Tuesdays, the whole plan is to, one, build a community, two, enjoy your fandom, bring the people together. And there's a lot to celebrate right now. So we're going to be diving into a whole bunch for the 49ers, week 2 recap, positives, negatives, looking forward to week 3 versus guess who? Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. But also, before we do that, I wanted to be able to jump in and just kind of share a little bit of my story, how we got here. All the steps along the way that I think are fun. This is my full-time career gig now, but it wasn't always the case. I was raised in Dallas, Texas, and man, talk about enemy grounds, right? Entire family, diehard Cowboys fans, whatever else. I had a stepdad that kind of got on my nerves, and so we would argue a lot. And man, whenever I was 9 years old for my 10th birthday, and I think this will help you understand kind of who I am and what we do at the 49ers Rush podcast. I asked for a Jerry Rice jersey out of spite. It is still my prized possession. I see it in my closet every single day whenever I walk in. And from that was born a 49ers fan. And so that kind of has always been my personality. I live in California now with my family, and I've always been a diehard Niners guy. Now, I go on, graduate, go to grad school, all those things, and decide, you know what, I want to give back. I want to become a football coach. I want to help kids. That was really important to me. And so became a football coach in Dallas, Texas, one of the largest programs in the country, one of the most, they've done really, really well, successful programs. Well, the issue there was it was awesome. I had a bed in my office. I would conk out several days a week, breaking down film and just trying to get the team where I wanted them. But then the wife and I became foster parents, which was incredible. It's such an awesome journey. But in our first month of being foster parents, not one, but two of our boys got expelled from school. And so I couldn't be the coach that crashed at the office all the time whenever the kiddos needed help at home. So I had to say goodbye to coaching. Sadly, it was very difficult. That was my career path. That was kind of what I was planning to do with my entire life. And then I just was teaching at that point and just trying to be there for the boys. Well, good news. I had to find a different outlet or avenue to talk football. It was just too much part of my life, helped me grow up, my personality, all those things. A lot of that came from playing football, coaching football, and being around the sport. Well, I had a good friend and a wife support me and say, man, start a podcast. This was 7 years ago, and we are approaching episode 700 for 49ers Rush, which is incredible, and it's awesome. And one of the things that I've been able to kind of foster and bring about is bringing people together. We get on the show all the time. We're available on YouTube and all that stuff, whatever. But it's people coming together physically. And so we travel with the 49ers wherever they go. Any road game, a lot of the home games, we get together and we throw parties. We encourage meetups to bring people together, especially after COVID. And as you guys know, I mean, you're part of the 49ers Supporters Club. And if you're not, we're going to be jumping over. If you're watching this on one of my channels, whether that's Twitter or YouTube or wherever else, we are going to be over. Go to supporters.49ers.com/virtual events. It's virtual-events. We're going to be ceasing the feed on my channels and just jumping over there exclusively here in a few minutes. So, again, supporters.49ers.com. If you're not a member yet, you should be. It's incredible. They're doing this broadcast series, every Tuesday. That's going to be going on as well. And again, the chat feature is open, so throw that up in the chat. If you have questions, comments, things like that, let's get that going, because as we go through this, I want to hear from you guys. I want to be able to feed back and forth and try to get, all of that going on. And just be able to answer your questions, straight up. So if you are planning on traveling to any of the 49ers games, we got you. Now, Nick Clark and the 49ers Invasion, I'm so excited to be with them this week in Denver. They always throw the best parties ever. And when their parties end, usually that's where we step in. So we're throwing an awesome party with Navarro Bowman, who just got named finalist for the Pro Football, or one of the nominees for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. There's so many 49ers represented in this class. Patrick Willis still on there as well. So Saturday, right before the Denver game, go to the 49ers invasion. Nick Clark, it's going to be incredible. And then after that, we are going to be hanging out with Navarro Bowman. Want to get an autographed picture. Those are available. You'll be able to sign up. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. 49ersrushroadtrip.com if you want to get tickets. And again, we go everywhere that the 49ers go. So if you going anywhere, we're going to be there. We usually throw 2 events, with one the night before and one for the tailgate. So if you want, for me, a lot of times, if I wanted to go to a Niners game, I would have to go by myself. And so it's rough going to, a foreign city and you're not really sure. And, what's that going to be like? I'm going to have people to hang out with. Well, here's the thing now. You don't have to. You come with us. We got you. We party the night before. We party the day of. A lot of times we'll party after the game's over as well. And it's a positive community, a positive, family-friendly community. Because what we're trying to establish is lifelong fans, positive experiences in community. That's what it's about. That's what the 49ers are about. Our fan base is so different than so many other fan bases out there, which is awesome. And so that's what's there. Now, I will say this. We're going to be jumping over now again exclusively just to supporters.49ers.com. So if you haven't yet, head over that way. We're going to jump off my channels. We will be live, the John and Wayne show, at 3:30 Pacific time later today. But for my channels now, we're going to go ahead and stop that feed and jump over to the Supporters Club exclusively. Go sign up. It's an incredible program that they have put together over there. So thank you for your time. We're going to be there. And if you're already on Supporters Club, you don't have to do anything. This show's going to keep going. Get your questions and comments in, and let's dive in to that recap of week 2 and how the 49ers are now in first place of the NFL.